Stimulants like caffeine technically promote the orgasm because they speed up the nervous system and make the body respond to lust a lot faster. But this is generally not a problem when we're sexually inactive, and usually we can't sleep anyway when we're wired up on coffee. But a shocking thing about caffeine are the detrimental effects it has on the kidneys and the adrenaline glands and stress hormones. If you drink coffee regularly, like every day, please pay attention and consider this. The kidneys and adrenal glands are part of the endocrine system. All the glands that we know of, the thyroid gland, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, etc., are part of the endocrine system. And it is a crucial system that grants us willpower and allows us to have spiritual powers like clairvoyance. It's very easy to overload the adrenal glands and kidneys by drinking too much coffee every day. This is adrenal fatigue. So if you're tired all the time and maybe you get lightheaded easily when you stand up and you become really sluggish and drowsy after eating lunch, like you can barely stay awake after eating a meal, so you go for that second cup of coffee in the afternoon, and then after dinner you do the same thing and you make some more coffee because you're sleepy again, you have adrenal fatigue. And too much caffeine can even cause type 2 diabetes because of the way it affects blood sugar levels and insulin sensitivity. I never took my caffeine intake that seriously until I had an experience with my Divine Mother. In a dream, I was basically at home, and she said, "Oh, I made you your coffee there." So she took out the canister and poured me a cup and handed it to me. And I asked, "Should I drink it now or later?" And she grinned and said, "Use your will." And then a moment later, I still wasn't sure, so I said, I don't know, should I drink it now or later? And then she explained, "See, that's how terrible your will is." So there is an intimate relationship between the physical endocrine system and the etheric body or kundalini. All of our 7 bodies work together and are interpenetrating. The Divine Mother, our conscience, works through that body of energy. The etheric body is where we get our willpower. If you're a small person, like less than 130 pounds, you should only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Preferably a dark roast because it's less strong in caffeine. If you're bigger, you can probably handle 2 cups a day. But that should be the maximum. And your intake should be spread out, not all at once. Stay away from those double or triple shot coffee energy drinks that Starbucks has now.
It doesn't sound like much, but 2 cups of coffee per day is plenty for the adrenal glands. This means that your caffeine intake should be a maximum of 200 milligrams per day. Since 1 8-ounce or 250 milliliter cup contains between 80 and 120 milligrams of caffeine.